A Merry Scottish Christmas is a really good film. I was slightly nervous because despite my love of Lacey Chabert and Christmas films, I do find that Christmas rom-coms and Christmas romance films set in Scotland can often be inaccurate, stereotypical, just not very believable. I'm speaking as a Scottish person. I never get offended by them or anything, but sometimes there are things that irritate me. But actually, this was an absolute delight. It's also filmed at Duns Castle, which is in Berwickshire, and I hadn't actually heard of it before, but it is absolutely stunning. Visually, this is a gorgeous film, very festive, gorgeous location, just an absolute treat to look at. The narrative is great as well, and the characters are really likeable with some really solid performances. It's about Lindsay and Brad, Lacey Chabert and Scott Wolfe, brother and sister, who travel to this location in Scotland to visit their mother. They haven't had a relationship with their mother, and they learn more about their mother than they knew. And I don't want to say too much about that. We do learn quite early on what this is. It's not a mystery that stretches throughout the film, but we learn something about her mother's ancestry. And it could open up some opportunities for Lindsay and Brad, but whether or not they're willing to take those opportunities, it would obviously involve a lot of uprooting their current lives. We find out as the film progresses. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a really well-written narrative. I thought the pacing was brilliant. The characters are all really, really likeable, and the performances are great as well. And as I said, visually, it is just absolutely stunning. We also have some Christmas songs played on bagpipes, which I'm surprised I've never heard before. I mean, I might have done at some point, but I've never really explored bagpipe covers of popular Christmas carols. And I'm now really keen to look into that a little bit more. So that was absolutely stunning to listen to. I know not everybody likes the sound of bagpipes, but they are played well. At least to my amateur ears, I don't play the bagpipes. I've never tried. That would be quite an interesting experience. But either way, I thought the music in this was absolutely stunning. The costumes are gorgeous. The location is beautiful. Apparently, it was also filmed partly in Ireland, but I'm not entirely sure where exactly. IMDb lists a place in Ireland called Barberstown Castle. And I did Google that, but I couldn't find exactly what parts of the castle were used for the film. I did initially, because that's the only location listed on IMDb, and my first thought was, have they filmed a Scottish film in Ireland? And I was going to get very annoyed. I was prepared to be irritated by that. But actually, thankfully, I did a little bit of Googling, and the main castle, the exterior at least, is in Scotland, which is quite nice. It's also nice to have a location that's more towards the south. Usually when we have films like this, the locations are in the Highlands, or they're on an island, and they're absolutely beautiful, but it's not somewhere I could easily access. Not that I have any immediate plans to go there, but maybe one day. I really enjoyed it. A Merry Scottish Christmas is a beautiful film, lovely narrative, gorgeous to look at, with a solid cast and great characters. Needless to say, I'm very happy with it, and I'm very happy to recommend it.